Hello and welcome. It's me, Marls4Reviews, and welcome to another Game Chats awesome Zelda shirt for the Talk About Twilight Princess. And with me today I have not one, but two guys playing Zelda.
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
I couldn't let them
It's going that
introduce
good?
themselves. I had to make that joke. I had to make that joke.
Okay.
Two guys never play Zelda because it's only one person game. But there are two guys playing Zelda here.
Two guys, yeah, good.
That is a good point.
Which, I guess it's more like two guys talking Zelda, I guess.
There you go.
But, you know, two guys talking Zelda didn't sound near as good.
It won't fit on a Twitter
Yeah.
handle.
It won't fit on Twitter. That's so true.
Anyways, so yeah, today we're gonna be talking about Twilight Princess. Yeah. So first, let's recap through the story, and then we'll talk about what we like and dislike. So, story. For some reason, I can't remember by heart. Do you guys want to start off with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's starting Ordon Village, I remember that.
The Twilight invades. I mean,
No, it doesn't. Was that at the very beginning, though, or?
well, if you don't count this time you spend like shepherding sheep around.
That's what I'm talking about. It starts in Ordon Village, and you gotta go through the whole forest part, which takes like 3 hours of gameplay, which is like, people complain about Skyward Sword, but like it takes forever to get out of that forest.
I will say the starting point though for me is definitely when the big Bobokin thing comes and clubs you in the head. Bogoblin, there you go. Comes and clubs you in the head and steals your horse and your girl.
I'm trying to figure out how to describe the story because there is quite a bit to the story.
Oh, there really is. I mean, like, it's based on Twilight.
Yeah.
Twilight, Darkness, and Zant, and...
The Twilight people.
Yeah, Twilight people, yeah. And what's his name? Minda.
Midna, yeah. We're all over the map here. Basically, the Twilight people, led by their illegitimate king,
Yeah.
Zant,
Yeah.
the usurper
No, Zant
king,
wasn't
they call
king.
him.
Zant wasn't king, because remember, Minda was a princess. She was
He
part
took
of the
over
royal
his
fame.
king.
Huh?
He took over his
Okay,
king.
well, that makes sense. It's like the Game of Thrones guy.
I swear I know what we're
Who's the
talking
Game of
about.
Thrones guy?
Yeah.
That's like
Two guys confused about Zelda. New channel.
Yes, there you go. There you go. Also, we'll not
Anyways,
put it on Twitter.
so I think I got the story down. Sorry for the little bit of...
how we confused one's it? You're such a... What are you
So,
talking about?
yeah, go ahead.
Link has to deliver a letter to Hyrule. But in a few days, monsters come by and take away everybody, mostly the kids.
Oh yeah, the kids.
Link tries to run after them, but gets taken into the Twilight Zone because of his Triforce. Turns into a wolf, meets Minda. Minda promised to help him out if he helps her out. So they get out of the Twilight Castle, and I believe they run into Princess Zelda first.
Yes, they actually
Yes,
go
they
right
do.
and meet her.
They meet
She's
Princess
in prison.
Zelda. She explains what happened about Zant.
She's not really in
took
prison.
over.
She just can't like really go out of that room right there.
Yeah, that'd be imprisoned. If
Well,
you
no,
can't
the
go out.
door's open. No, we go through the door. Remember, we go through the door. The door's not locked, so she's not in prison. She just doesn't want to leave.
But she is the one who turns us back from being a wolf to being regular human Link, or Hylian Link, or Hyrulean Link, whatever you call it.
But yeah, so after that, they meet Zelda. She explains what happened to her and how, Hyrule Castle got all Twilighty,
That's a
and
good
how
way to put it.
this happened around the areas. And then you travel with Minda, get your sword, shield, go over to the forest area. Do the stuff.
Fair and Woods?
The spirit,
Yep.
the spirit of the area
Tears of
tells
Light.
you about.
Yeah.
What was his name? I don't know.
There were 3 of them, or 4 of them.
Yeah, there's three.
There's four. There's four. There's one in the There's one Ordon, and then there's 3 in each other area.
There's not one. There's one Farron, one in the.
There's one in Ordon, in the fountain, the goat thing.
Well, that's the Farron. That's the Farron Woods, though.
Because there's the squirrel, the goat, the bird.
And then
I thought there were only 3.
The eel or whatever that is. I don't know.
Because I remember there being 4. What was it?
4
Silent
provinces.
Realms and Skyward Sword. I thought it was only 3. It could be 4 by couple.
Yeah, it is 4.
Okay.
But yeah, so it explains what happened about the Twilight monsters came in and took their light and enveloped the areas in Twilight. You basically go around saving them until Zant shows up to fight you, and you're collecting these little pieces as well as you defeat the bosses.
The fused
The
Twilight.
fused
Yeah, which is what
shadows.
which is what Midna wants. So you're helping her in that way. But you meet up with Zan after you've beaten all the dungeons, and he's like, "Hey, guess what? I'm gonna put this thing in your chest. You're gonna stay like a wolf forever.
Yeah, that wasn't pleasant.
And then Minda goes until Minda's late. You have to bring her around to Princess Zelda, where Princess Zelda sacrifices her Triforce, turning her into a monster, I believe. Like, she disappears.
She disappears.
So I imagine she turns into something.
I mean, if
because
she's
everybody
Twilight
else does.
still,
Without
Yeah.
the Triforce, you basically turn into a spirit, or
She definitely does.
that's right.
yeah,
Spirit.
she probably
Yes,
turns into a spirit. But you can't talk to her because I don't know why. Because you don't
can't
even
talk to
see
any
it.
of
You can talk. No, you
Yeah.
can talk to spirits as wolf. Remember?
Yeah,
You
no,
talk to the
I
water,
know,
you
but
eat
the
them.
the spirit of her never showed up, and I was like, what?
She disappeared somewhere.
She vanished.
As she
Oh
does
no,
in
I
many
think
Zelda games.
because after you leave, the place closes off.
Probably, yeah.
That's right. The place
Then the
closes off
door's
after you
locked.
leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, after you leave, the Hyrule Castle basically closes off. Gandorf closed it off.
That's when the big like pyramid envelops it and you can't get back in
That's
there. Right?
yeah. That's probably why Princess Zelda disappeared. Because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm cutting you off from her. I'm
Yeah.
taking
Now
Zelda.
she's
That's
pregnant.
probably why. But yeah, with the Triforce, now in Minda's care, Triforce of Wisdom, she's okay. She goes to get the Master Sword with you, like gets you the Master Sword. You get the Master Sword, you can transform from human to wolf. You go and
goodness.
you go to beat the next dungeon so you can get into the Twilight Realm, but find the mirror's broken. And they explain about Gandorf and stuff, and then he broke the mirror and he killed one of the 7 sages, and he was way
Yeah.
too strong, and they banished him to the Twilight Realm, and it caused Zant he helped Zant to take over the area, so he could take
Yep.
so Gandalf could take over the human realm, and then Link just goes and beats the other dungeons, goes to the Twilight Realm, beats Zant. Minda gets her rightful place back as princess, and then all you have to do is go beat Gandalf, and you know.
Is she hot or not? That's why I can't figure out.
Minda,
Is she hot or not when she transforms?
Minda dies though at the final boss fight. Halfway through it, and
No, we see her at the end of
she
the game, don't
comes
we?
she comes back at the end after you kill Gandalf
Right.
That's when
as
she tries
her
to
proper
use the,
princess form.
Yeah, she tries
That's
to
pretty
use
much
the
the
Fuse
story.
Shadow on Ganon.
And that's the one thing that bothers me the most about Twilight Princess is I cannot come to the decision if she's hot or not when she comes into princess form.
I go with yes. For a
I go
video game
with
game.
no.
Oh, was it the orange hair?
Or,
I don't think anyone looks on Twilight Princess. I think they look a little weird. That's true.
That is a good
It
recap
has
of
an
the story,
interesting like their clothes and everything. They have an interesting look to them
well, I feel
that
like
you haven't seen in other Zelda games. Like
I feel like that was when they tried to be the
certain-
most photorealistic, of course, but
yeah,
some of the things just came off being a little awkward.
lady with the big boobs.
Oh gosh, the bartender girl.
Yeah.
That one. That was her name.
That's basically
Yeah.
the summary of the story, though. Like, there's more details throughout the whole game, but I'm not going through that all. It's a huge
No.
story. I love the game, but I'm not gonna go through that.
That's the general gist of it. Yep.
Basically. Okay, let's talk dungeons first, I guess. Dungeons. Which ones did you guys like?
For us, this conversation starts and ends at one dungeon only. Arbiter's
No.
Ground.
Well, no, that's not mine.
Oh, that's
That is
right.
not
That's
mine.
right. I'm sorry. This dungeon has.
Arbiter Grounds. One only. That's not mine, man. What are you thinking?
Okay, in Red's opinion here. in my opinion, it's Arbiter's Grounds. Yours favorite was.
City in the Sky.
There you go.
City in the Sky. Yep. I had Arbiter's Grounds at 2. I don't think we had those switch. I think you had Gore on mine.
I think I had
Anyways,
City
you
in the
had-
Sky further down.
Number 1 was Arbiter. Mine was City in the Sky.
Yeah. How about you?
I liked Arbiter's Grounds a lot. I liked City in the Sky a lot.
Ooh, this is City in the Sky guy. Like, there's a lot of people
I like
that
both
really.
of them. I
Yeah,
like
people like either
equally.
really hate
I
that.
can't decide between them. They're both my favorite. So
They're
I
the
basically
team-
agree with both of you guys.
okay. We'll take
Arbiter
it.
didn't have a strong theme. That's what always throws me off on Arbiter, and I didn't really care for the pose and the dungeon. Like that's
yeah.
one thing. Like it didn't fit the desert
Yeah.
dungeon, and like City in the Sky had a theme, and then like the wind up was kind of up there, and like so I just overall I just thought it was a little bit better.
Although
For me-
Arbiter's
oh, go
Ground
ahead.
had the little wheel spinny thingy, which
I say
is too much fun.
It had the best Zelda item and the best Zelda boss of all
yeah,
time.
Yes, definitely.
It's like the Beetle version 2.0. It just
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Yeah.
it's the most random thing you'll get, but it
And yet it's
works.
awesome.
Like this was awesome. Like I never saw it. Like come up at that point. Like what
Yeah.
makes this thing a spinner? Like how's this thing even gonna be used? And then oh my god, it was used awesome. And
Yes,
just
it
the
was.
boss
Yeah.
was just. That's our favorite boss too. If you want to jump to that one.
Yeah.
Arbiter's is awesome. Arbiter. Yeah, the boss was awesome. Sitting Sky boss was awesome. Fighting a freaking dragon. Who doesn't want to fight a dragon? And stab him in the back.
Yeah, like Argarok was awesome. Like hook-shotting your way around that arena you're fighting him in.
Yeah,
with all those big pillars.
It was just outside the rain, the storms, and everything.
Oh yeah, Argarok had a lot going for him too. He was pretty high on our list as well.
That's basically why I have both of them at my favorite. I'm like I don't know. One of the dungeons was better, but one of the bosses was really was better. And they were both awesome dungeons, awesome bosses, and it's just like, oh. How do I decide between
those?
You
see a lot of people though that hate seeing the sky because it's so confusing.
Say, I did the first time I played it. When I went back and replayed it, I had a little better appreciation.
And the same thing happened for me. Like I played the first time, was just so confused, and the second time I just ended up loving it.
Were there any other dungeons you guys really liked, or not?
I was actually pretty high on the Goron Mines.
Yes, I like that one too.
I like the way they implemented the iron boots with the electricity and the magnets.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
It was. It's like walking on the ceilings, using it to like ride the cranes or whatever you want to get to higher platforms. I was a big fan of how that was implemented.
And it's like with mines as well, you expect them, like the word mines, you expect some kind of, I don't know, electrical current or something somewhere, and it's like, oh, look, it's on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's like big like factory equipment and everything in there. Like you said, you got the electricity, you got the cranes and everything. I was a big fan of Goron Mines.
We can't overlook Hyrule Castle. Like that was the best Hyrule Castle in any Zelda game too.
Yeah, Hyrule Castle was awesome too. I forgot about that. Maybe that one's my favorite. I don't know. That one was way too good too. I mean, it was short. But it worked.
Well, plus, like, you go from the courtyard to inside.
The fight's outside, and then you go inside, and you just have these huge rooms that make it feel like, you know, this is the final area. They're empty, huge rooms leading you up to the final boss.
And that theme
which
there, too, was just, it was so much better than any other game, really. Maybe, except for Link to the Past Red, and that Hyrule Castle theme. But no, it was just so epic. The rooms
are I gotta agree with
the calm storm when you first got in there, and there's like no music, I believe, at the beginning.
In the courtyard area.
And then going inside, outside, I really love that place.
That's for an argument video game chats between the guys. Morales versus two guys. But, and then the way you make yourself, the way you go up Hyrule Castle, hook-shotting on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah, like from the chandeliers?
Yeah, walking around the outside of the top, and then just going up with the more hook-shotting onto the lanterns and
with more or less with most last dungeons, you use like all the items pretty much throughout the game that you've done.
And then when you go through those doors to the final boss, you see that huge area of Hyrule Castle where Zelda goes.
There. Like you go out that boss door, you get that big windy dark storm up there, and you go to fight Ganondorf or Puppet Zelda or whatever you fight.
All right, so which dungeons do you guys dislike?
Oh god, that's an
Palace of Twilight.
Palace of Twilight, hands down, our least favorite.
Hands down.
It's our least. That for once, I am right on this one. It is our least favorite.
Yeah, and that was on our top 8 worst, and so was also Forest Temple.
Yeah,
really?
I mean, I'm kind of biased.
You guys didn't like the Forest Temple that much?
No, well,
not at all.
Coming from my love of the Forest Temple and Ocarina of Time, I just thought the Forest Temple and Twilight Princess was just a huge letdown.
That Ocarina of Time Forest Temple has spoiled you to ruin every other Forest dungeon.
Yes, it has, but like a weak theme, I don't know, it did look beautiful. It did. I didn't like the monkeys. I didn't care for the mini boss. I didn't care for the plant boss. I mean, I really didn't care for too much.
Is that both of your opinions? But
I'm 100% with him on that. He's a little more passionate about it, but I agree.
But so passionate, much passion.
The Palace of Twilight, I think I have more hatred for.
I don't know about that.
The drab colors, the drab theme, the stupid hand of Ganon that chases you.
I hate that hand. I hate that hand.
It's like
it's creepy. It's freaky.
Yes.
It's a nice atmosphere. It made it work, but it's freaking out.
Plus, I just don't like the idea of being like pressured to get through a dungeon really quickly. It's like I want to explore, but that hand is chasing me.
I didn't like fighting the ghost ants either. It felt stupid.
Well, Mars, if you want to be honest with you, when we did our dungeon ranking, we actually had 9 through 5 exactly the same.
Yeah.
We went Palace of Twilight, Forest Temple, Snow Peak, Lake Bed, Temple of Time.
Really? You guys
That's how
had
we ranked them.
Peak that low?
Snow Peak, Yeah, we did. We're not a big fan of like these snow and ice dungeons.
At all.
That one is a better one. Like I don't really dislike the dungeon.
Yeah.
Just like I feel like the other dungeons are better than that one. So it's not really a dislike. It's just I felt like the other ones are better.
And Blizzetta was an awesome boss fight.
And like, yeah, yeah, that's true.
I do agree with you guys on hating Palace of Twilight. But there is one dungeon that I also hate, and you guys might not agree with, but there's a big reason why I hate it.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's Temple of Time. I hate the Temple of Time.
Really?
We're just so on it.
Yeah.
I found it just completely boring.
It was
it was
kind of boring.
I can agree with that.
And the reason because it was just like you go through the dungeon, you have to go all the way back now.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, and it takes forever to do.
Yes, you have to go all back escorting the robot.
Yeah,
Or the
but you got the
statue.
smash thing.
I have patience.
The statue hammer, that was awesome.
But I didn't, and I felt the dungeon looked kind of bland. It could have been much more prettier, being a Temple of Time.
It's a Temple of Time. It's one of the most important buildings you would think in Zelda.
I think this reason why like I didn't really care for it that much, but I kind of ranked it a little bit higher was because the whole feeling of going through the Temple of Time, like you know, like following in Ocarina of Time's footsteps.
The boss was so disappointing as well.
God,
that definitely. Once I fought the boss, I was really hyped for the boss because I was okay. You know what? Maybe this will be a good boss because this temple is kind of meh.
Yeah.
No, that sealed the deal. I really hate the temple. I think I'd rather go through the Palace of Twilight, to be honest. I'm not sure.
Whoa, let's not get carried away.
But we're not like
because the Palace of Twilight at least has a good boss at the end.
Yeah,
the final fight I was okay with. Yeah,
it was alright. I like going through all the stages. They left out the Star Lord / Spinner stage.
The last fight was awesome between
whatever.
And Hyrule Castle, in front of Hyrule Castle, just like
with him and his swords.
Yeah, him spinning around.
You know, one thing though, I didn't mind leg bed that much. Like it was difficult.
I didn't mind it that much either.
I thought that dungeon looked beautiful in that game.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it wasn't a horrible water temple. It was definitely
well, and also
middle of the pack.
compared to a
water temple.
Water temple and Majora's Mask, Great Bay. Yeah. Compared to those two, or if you want to go back to Ice Ruins or something like that, compared to those, it was fantastic.
I think you guys can agree. The Snow Peak Temple though is better than the Ice Temple in A Link to the Past, at least.
Oh
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
We
also had that on our top 8.
Ice Palace.
That's why I mentioned it.
One of our top 5 most hated dungeons right there.
That was awful. I will say, like,
I can't believe I kept on playing Zelda after that. To be honest with you.
In Snow Peak's defense, I did like how it looked like an actual mansion.
I did too.
You know, the layout was
I
really
like
good.
the feeling inside of it too. Everything.
Yeah, I like the Edo and
was
Yeto.
organized.
That was cool.
Yeah, and like the Edo and Yeto story.
But
like,
you know, pumpkin soup tastes like crap. You know it did.
Probably did taste like crap.
You know, one of my favorite things about Snow Peak is like, well, first of all, like when you get in the courtyard, you see like kind of the whole outside, but there's that like church sanctuary room.
Yeah.
Like kind of up near the boss room, and that was just always kind of weird to me. Like, why is that there, and what was this place before then?
I didn't like the ice guys throwing spears at you while you're.
I liked how you got to use the cannon and stuff to blow up chunks of ice.
Yep.
And then once you had the ball and chain, you were like,
no. The ball and chain wasn't.
Ball and chain wasn't fun.
Yeah. I really did like using that.
And it was cool, like, speaking of the ball and chain, like, fighting that mini-boss that you get it from was a nice throwback to the Link to the Past, like, very first little mini-boss you fought to free Zelda in Link to the Past was the ball and chain soldier.
Oh, yeah, ball and chain soldier,
So I thought it was
a Minish Cap, too.
Yeah.
I felt like I was, like, fighting, I felt like I was like, I think there were some enemies that were armored with a ball and chain in Ocarina of Time. I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh no,
Dark Nuts. There were no ball and chain soldiers. No, they had Dark Nuts, but there were no ball and chain ones.
No.
Maybe it was a different game I'm thinking of. I don't know. But I felt like I was.
Definitely had them as well.
Minish Cap has them. Link to the Past has them. I don't know if any other games have them.
And Twilight Princess had the one.
Maybe it was Link to the Past. I'm not sure.
Link to the Past definitely has one because you fight them before you go to Zelda.
And you fight,
like the very beginning of the game.
Yeah. But anyway,
I did like the feel of like you've seen this item used against you so many times. You get to use it. Okay, let's do this. Let's throw balls at people.
I mean,
spiky balls.
Plus, using that to like break through the ice and stuff that we had to use the cannon before was just, it was nice to finally have that ability. And it worked great in the boss fight as well. Like we said, we love the Blizzetta fight.
Oh, it was very good.
For bosses, I'm gonna guess you guys have Arbiter and
just Star Lord. We don't need to talk about anything else, really. Just Star Lord, Star Lord. We're done.
Sky Temple boss as well, and
Argarok was number 2.
And Blizzetta.
Yeah.
Basically all the bosses we talked about.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, obviously the final Zant fight.
Yeah, we had a lot of the Ganondorf fights on a lot of the final boss stages.
Yeah, the final boss
we had
stages
a lot.
were awesome.
Like Ganondorf on horseback, I thought was one of the best fights ever.
That was very well done.
I liked all the final boss fights. The Zelda one was the only one I was iffy on, but that was only because it's a generic thing.
Yeah, I didn't like that one either.
And it was just her like swooping down with a sword at you.
For some reason, I was not a huge of was it Dark Beast Ganon or
Beast.
I used a bottle for it. I used a bottle fighting Zelda. I was like,
okay.
I did that bottle trick.
Where you hit the light orbs back at him?
Nice.
I hate those stupid things.
You and light orbs.
I know.
But I felt like the final boss fight was just so epic. Like, you get to showdown with the villain of the Zelda series, one-on-one. No one's helping you.
Man,
you have a sword. He has a sword.
His sword looked awesome too.
His sword is so much better than ours.
Yeah.
Forget the Master Sword.
I love the Master Sword though.
I was like, I saw his sword. I want that one.
That final fight felt like just so epic. How it's like, okay, you and the villain from the Zelda games fight. No one helping you. Sword.
Just one-on-one.
Sword versus sword. Hero versus villain.
It's the way it should
go.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Star Lord's number 1 for us for sure, and Argarok was number 2. Like so, we've hit on those.
I think Star Lord would be number 2 for me because I just loved the final fight too much.
I mean, I like that last fight with Ganondorf, but he kicked my butt, dude. So I kind of have some bad memories of that one. It's awesome till you get the crap beat out of you. So
sounds like me and Demise in Skyward Sword.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
I've got a time or two.
Unfortunately for me, I've gotten so good at fighting the boss fight, I can beat him in under a minute. And I'm like, oh. Oops.
Dark Lord Ganondorf, you can beat in under a minute?
In Skyward or Twilight? Hold on.
Twilight Princess, not Skyward.
Oh, gotcha.
Can't beat. He does not exist in Skyward Sword.
he just kept on blocking me, man. Like, I could just not get past his blocks at all.
You used one of the hidden skills.
I tried a couple of those.
Yeah.
Do you know what you used?
The roll around.
Oh, were you like
that's what I used. I could not do it.
Were you like hop to the side, then hop behind him?
My controller must have been dead on batteries or something like that.
Controllers.
It was sticking. The buttons were sticking.
I guess we'll talk about items now. What items did you guys really like in the game?
Spinner.
Spinner.
Do we want to talk about anything else?
We just want everything about it.
No, the ball and chain was a good one.
Temple, don't you?
Oh, double claw shot. I was a huge fan of the double claw shot.
Yeah.
It was used in Sandy Sky. One of the main reasons I liked Sandy Sky so much was because of the double claw shot.
Absolutely.
I felt like the double claw shot was a great way to like explore differently.
It was.
And move around. It's like
being able to hang from the ceiling. Yeah.
How do you explain that?
You know what I liked about the claw shot? Like you could actually lower yourself down in that game too.
Yeah.
It just had like a whole different element to it.
I don't think you could do it in Skyward Sword, can you?
No, you cannot. In Skyward Sword, you just get the double claw shot, and it just goes from one target to the other.
Yeah.
It would mess up the motion controls if you could have went down somehow.
It would have found a way to screw up the motion controls.
But let's see. Like, what we get the Force Temple? We get
the Gale Boomerang.
The Gale Boomerang.
Not a huge fan.
No.
It was okay. It was okay.
In the mines, we get the boots, or is that beforehand?
We get the bow.
That's right. We get the
we get the you got the bow, and then you got the next one was.
Hook shot. Which is hook shot. Hook shot. Yeah. Then you got the spinner and arbiter ground.
Spinner, the ball and chain.
Snow Peak. Yeah, ball and chain.
The rod.
The rod.
The Dominion rod.
It's probably the sex toy.
Yeah.
we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
That name sounds kind of,
Yeah, that does look like a Dominion rod.
You just gotta be careful not to crush your girlfriend with a statue by accident.
Yeah, do not crush her with the hammer.
I love that hammer.
The statue comes over because you're using the rod. Oops.
Yeah.
My bad.
I didn't do it.
Hammering people as statues, though. I wish you could take in that outside the dungeon.
I know.
That would have been awesome.
Great. Well, the Dominion rod is rarely used outside of that dungeon.
It is, sure.
So.
What other
items?
items?
Like a couple heart pieces.
The only other thing was that upgrade to the Master Sword.
Yeah, and
in the Palace of Twilight.
Yeah, I didn't feel it was all that special.
No, and I don't even think it necessarily made the sword any stronger.
I don't think it did either.
It just lets you move the Twilight balls on
it
it.
just
That could be
it
our
just let
gameplay
you
too, Red.
beat Twilight. That's all it was, which is important. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
it let
thought
you do the
they
Dark
could have made it more
Waterfalls.
special, like maybe a new weapon or something that
I know.
did that instead of like light arrow
Yeah,
as
I mean,
they
like,
always use.
Like bring back like the dust jar or the dust bellows from from Skyward Sword, and Minish Cap had the
Yeah.
dust bellow.
That's
you
another
know?
reason why like past Twilight was there's really no item.
Yeah,
I mean that's just
exactly.
cheap. I wouldn't even consider that an item, like a
Yeah.
sword upgrade there. So
Basically,
So is the
and it
spinner
didn't
your
even do
favorite?
anything.
Yeah. Is the spinner your favorite two Miles, or do you have a different
Wait, what?
preference? What was your favorite? You've heard all our favorites on the items. Was the spinner yours as well, or did you have a different one you liked?
It better be.
No, I love the double hook shot, but the spinner's right
Okay,
behind
I'm
it.
okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
That's not a bad choice.
Spinner's right behind it. Don't worry.
The problem
Yeah.
with the spinner was it just wasn't used enough in that game.
Yeah.
Like you used it in Arbor Grounds and you used it a
Yeah.
couple times out like in Hyrule. And
Very
then, like in
rarely.
Hyrule Castle like once or twice. But
I
other
will.
than
I
that,
will
you
say it's
barely
good to.
used it.
It is fun. It's easy to move faster when you can't get a hold of Epona.
Yeah,
But you
that's
can always
true,
go to
that
wolf
is
form
true.
at that point, so never mind. Scratch that.
Yeah.
Because the spinner would always like die down.
Yeah. I mean, riding
Yeah.
those rails here and there though.
That
is so
one heart
much
piece
fun.
though, like in Hyrule, like between those cliffs.
Oh,
and you
jumping from
side to
cliff wall to
side.
cliff
Yeah,
wall.
that
I
was
like-
awesome.
I think this spinner is a fun item.
Yeah.
I think they could have used it better, but I do like how they used it in Arbiter's Grounds,
Agreed.
and I think it was just. It just added more fun to the temple.
It does. Plus, it was something
And
new.
like,
Yeah, definitely.
We
yeah,
hadn't
it
seen
was
it
new. It was like, defeat a boss using this weird item in
Yeah.
this dungeon that's so dark and damp, and as much
Uh-huh.
as that normally isn't a good thing, it worked out in this one because it
did.
would just like I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a reason it worked.
They found
I
good
feel
ways.
it worked, but
they
I
found
don't
ways
know
to
how to
use it in
explain
that
it.
The
dungeon.
thing was like that before the boss room in like Arbor Grounds, we kind of spun up that like little snake thing or whatever. I wish they had like some more of that, like you tore up rooms
yeah.
and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Like that was a good way they could have used it.
Yeah, riding the rails was a lot of fun with that thing. The double claw shot, though, like you said, it.
Can't complain. I can't argue that.
No,
I can't
not at
argue that
all.
one.
Not at all. Like I said, that was right
Yeah.
behind it for us.
Uh-huh.
Just for
I love the double hook shot because like it just gives you more opportunities, and then it's so good for travel. It just
Absolutely.
the travel is just beautiful on that, and,
Well, isn't
and
it-
it's just
it's
fun to
actually called
use
the-
in general. It's the most. It's probably one of my favorite items in all of Zelda games.
Actually, what's weird is in Twilight Princess, I think they actually call it the claw shot, don't they? They don't call it the hook because it has claws. Remember?
yeah, it's the
it had
claw
claws,
shot.
Like it's just like that little detail.
Oh yeah, they call it
also-
the claw shot because
Yeah.
you're in the city in the sky and there's dragons. So I guess
Yeah,
that
well, no, if you look-
that makes sense.
If you look at it, it
Yeah.
actually looks like it has claws on the end
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
I
And I'm glad
like
that they
that
brought
little
that back. I'm
thing
glad
to
they
it.
brought it back for Skyward Sword as well. It's like they realized
Uh-huh.
this worked in Twilight Princess. We're just gonna give the. I think they gave the double to you up front in Skyward
They
Sword.
did.
Right?
They did.
Yeah, they learned their lesson.
Yeah. I don't know. What else do you guys want to talk about? Anything just
I-
random in the game?
I will say, and Marls, you and I have
You guys
talked a
have
little
opinion
bit here before, like how much I hate one or two of the companions we have in Zelda games. I loved Midna.
I did too. I think she's the
absolutely loved
best
her as a companion.
of the companions.
I liked her like sarcasm when she's talking to you, the way you didn't know what her motives were at first.
There was one time I had it recorded when I first started YouTube. I was recording off a camera to my TV, so it wasn't the best quality.
Yeah.
I think you guys can relate. Like I'm sure you've done
Yeah,
that at some point.
We've
Maybe.
tried just
We
about
mess with
everything.
inequality issues. Yeah, we know what you're
But
talking about.
I did that at one point, and what she said to me was the funniest thing I ever heard. She only said it the one time too, when we were outside of when you had to go get your sword and shield, and she
Yeah.
talked to you outside of the spring after you saved the spirit.
The first spirit, yeah.
Yeah. She called me a little shit.
What?
Like the way her mouth moved, like the way the words
Oh.
came out was like, "You little shit," or something. And I was like, what?
It's like she's cursing you out in Twilight, and you don't even know.
She was better than the other companions.
I
She was
liked
smart
her
enough,
mumbo
though.
jumbo.
She was like her sarcastic. Like I was like, well then why don't you do it? I found myself all the time. Well then why don't you do it?
Exactly.
I mean that was.
And
good.
I liked
Probably just, like,
I liked her
listen.
mumbo jumbo speech as well, because it was sometimes like it really comes out to
Well,
weird
like, you
stuff.
were able- like-
Sometimes you really get
Yeah.
weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's
You
what
had
I just said.
conversations with her, too.
There's like one time she said, it sounded like she said like cow brain or something. I'm like, what are you talking about, woman?
Well, yeah, it's like with the Babel speech, at least with Navi, you get hey and listen. You understand.
Yeah, there's not much conversation with her or much dialogue. Same thing with Twilight, or not Twilight, Majora's Mask.
I think we can all agree Midna is the best part.
I would agree.
Yeah,
but she's still a little bit too sarcastic for me.
It's like her, like,
she's a watch her tone.
Her like
watch her mouth.
riding you, and you're
or she can do it herself.
Like her,
I like this is what I feel Fi needed. I liked how she turned into a jerk and developed over time, and you saw it, and she ended up loving you at the end.
It's like when she first shows up, she's like literally using you just to get her power.
Yeah,
basically. Oh, by the way, for the summary of the story, at the end, she goes back into Twilight but breaks the mirror, so it doesn't happen again.
That's right.
We're glad to clarify that. At the end of the credits, it does that, or like halfway through the credits.
She shatters the mirror.
Yeah. But yeah, I forgot to clarify that through the summary of the story. But
that way you can't go chasing after her, and you gotta stick around with Zelda. You can't go after me.
Oh, darn.
But I like that transforming of the character. Like it transformed throughout the game, and
she did.
I feel that's what Fi needed. If she had that throughout the game, at the end she showed it more.
We're just got like human interaction with Fi.
Yeah,
but
it's all probability.
I mean, that's Skyward Sword, so I'm not gonna like go on to that. But I'm just mentioning, this is what worked, and I think they tried to do it with Fi, but it didn't.
Yeah,
they didn't do it as well, so
it's the best.
It's smushed up into a little bowl of oatmeal.
Yeah, I will say I wasn't a big fan of the actual sections where you're a wolf in Twilight.
I hated those. I hated those. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, just like getting the Tears of Light.
Yeah.
I actually found the Tears of Light more fun because it was like you actually were fast-paced, action-going.
Yeah.
You had those beasts that would hunt you down if you didn't do it fast enough. So I found that more of a challenge, more fun, like more. You got to do it. Whereas the wolf one, I was like, what is this?
Called in Twilight Princess. You're right. The Tears of Light and Skyward Sword.
No, they're
and the worlds were so big in Twilight Princess as well. So you had to run around so much, especially in the last one.
Oh God, yeah.
In Zora's River and all that, where there was a huge area to
was tough.
Whereas Skyward Sword had one small area to collect it, and that's it. It was nice, small, but made it challenging.
Yeah. I didn't mind the Tears of Light so much. It's just that I didn't like being trapped in that form. Like you got to that point in the game until you completed that part. Like you couldn't go back, and like if we could maybe gone back and forth a little bit more, I might not hate the wolf part so much. But I agree with Red. I hate them. I hate being trapped. But actually, the one that was all spread out, the Lake Hylia one, I actually did kind of like that one.
I like the Lake Hylia area in general.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
I didn't like the Tears of Light in that area.
I didn't like him in any area.
It was tough.
I didn't like him at all, but that one was definitely my least favorite because the first one was just easy and you just fly by it. It's like, I'm done with this. Yay!
And even the Kakariko Village one wasn't too tough, but it was just annoying. Like I said, being trapped in that form. Yeah, and it's like I didn't play a Legend of Zelda game to play as a wolf. You know?
I liked how you could transform from wolf to human. Speaking of which, how did you guys like the Lost Woods?
I didn't really care for it in that game. No.
Not really.
You went and found the Skull Kid, remember, in it?
Yeah. I love the music.
I liked what they did with it. Like, the Skull Kid was leading you to Master Sword, and then you gotta... The puzzle was annoying.
I felt like it was easy to lose it.
It was a nice touch to, like, hey, this is a sacred place. Figure this out.
Yeah.
I think that's what the Temple of Time needed more of.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah, Temple of Time could have definitely been a lot better. Yeah. I love the Secret Meadow. Like, the Secret Meadow, like, after you got past the Skull Kid, like, that whole area, the Secret Meadow, and led to the Master Sword, I thought that was very good.
Yeah.
Okay, as much as I love to continue talking about this, we gotta end this video off. So, thank you guys for joining me in this game chats, sorry.
Yep, thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah, probably like talking to viewers.
Yeah. I was talking about viewers. And thank you guys. Thank you guys now. TwoGuysPlayingZelda for joining me as well.
Right. It's no problem, man. We have fun.
Have you guys again for an argument about Link to the Past?
Oh, you're going down on that.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Just let us know when you want to do that video.
Yeah, that's about it. Remember to like, comment, go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. The links to all my stuff and their stuff will be in the description below. You can go and check those out if you want. And that's about it. And we'll see you guys next time.